Hi, my name is Andy Osborne from Andy Osborne Fitness, and today we're going to be going through some hip stretches and some hip mobility movements, help open up those hips, help you with your squats, your lunges, and just everyday life. So if you like what you see, comment below, click the link to subscribe. So we're just going to start off in a cross-legged position. Come right up onto your sit bone. You might need to want to pull your bum cheeks to the side so you can get a nice solid position there. Pull those feet right in, and you're going to drive your knees down towards the floor. Prop yourself up at the back, lengthen up to the crown of the head, pin the shoulders back and down, stack the spine, and just hold that position. Now with all these stretches, we want to be holding these stretches for around 30 seconds as a minimum. You can hold them for longer if you feel you need to in specific areas. It's all good. And one thing that's going to help you with all these stretches is the breath. So if you can breathe into the stretches, once you've found the stretch, breathe into it, relax into it. As the stretch eases off, you can go a little deeper if you'd like. Okay, relax. I've also got this yoga block here. This might help with certain stretches by placing it underneath the hips or the bum. So again, if you need that, depending on how flexible you are. I'm going to move on. I'm going to put the feet sole to sole, grab a hold of the feet. And again, we're trying not to have the back all rounded out, but to lift up and lengthen up through the spine as you drive your knees down towards the floor. So you can see how high my knees are. I'm not the most flexible of people, but depending on your flexibility, it will depend on how high those legs are. Push them down towards the ground. You can also use your elbows. Get your elbows in there. You can hold onto the feet or hold onto the shins. Push the knees down. Extend up through the crown of the head. Stack that spine and feel the stretch. Now, the distance where your feet are is going to make a difference. If you try and pull those feet right in and you're less flexible, like me, you're going to round out that back. You might need to have those feet just a little bit further away to give yourself a bit more space, and then grab a hold of the ankles or the shins, push down, lengthen up, and hold. So all these exercises today are going to focus on opening up the hips and all movements around the hip and lower back. We can all do with some more flexibility. And relax. Rolling over onto the back. So lie down onto the back, cross one leg over the other, and then you're going to bring the leg up. Now again, we're stretching this leg that is bent over. We're focusing on the glute area around here. So a couple of options. You can grab a hold of this leg, by either behind the leg, on top, or you can actually just cradle this foot and pull that foot in as you increase the stretch. Whatever feels good for you. And then hold that stretch. Again, just relax into it. Breathe into the stretch. And again, you're looking to hold this for 30 seconds or so. I may not hold some of these stretches as long as that, but try so you can get on. Then, with the hand through the middle, you're going to pull the leg to the side and outside the line of the torso here. And then the option with the other leg is to keep it bent. Alternatively, you can straighten that out a little bit, and I'm pulling down, so my knee is going down towards the floor. I'm extending this other leg out as much as I can. And again, just opening up all around. You might find a little bit of a pinch here. You might need to work it a little bit to find a good position. That's the angle of this leg will make a difference to how intense the stretch is here. So my hand is around the outside of the foot. It's threading through and wrapping around. And again, about 30 seconds or so, bending. And we're just going to change sides. Cross it over, pull it up. as you're doing these stretches, especially if we're doing stretches on single side, you'll probably find one side a little bit more flexible than the other. If you're finding that, you know which side you need to work a little bit more on. And on my right side's a lot more stiffer than the left. Okay, and again, taking the leg on the outside. As you can see, my hand is on the outside of the foot. I'm lengthening out the other leg. You can use the other hand here for support at the side, just to counterbalance. Pulling it down towards the floor, extending, lengthening through that leg along the ground. Use your breath to help the stretch. And relax. Okay, sitting yourself up. I'm just going to turn here to the front. And again, just to open up the hips, I'm going to turn the feet just outside the line of the hips, dropping one knee in and the other out. And then just taking it the other way, just to first of all mobilize the hips before we go into some 90-90 hip stretches. About 10 repetitions or so. So I'm trying to maintain roughly right angles at the knees. Lengthening up through the spine. Just find this one quite uncomfortable. And then you're just going to hold one side. So again, we're looking for this leg to be pointing straight out, roughly a right angle here at the knee. Same on the other side. And again, this is where my block sometimes comes in handy. Because I'm quite tight, I just slip that under my butt there. That just gives me a little bit of height to help me to get over this leg in a straight position. Because I want to keep everything in a line, 90 degrees here and here. This lower leg lined up with the edge of the mat. Lengthen up through the spine, push it back into the hip as I hinge forwards. Now I don't want to be rounding out the back like this. I want to be extending up and lengthening up through the head as I push into the hip. Good. Maintaining those angles. So again, for those more flexible people, you may be a little bit lower down. You may come down to the forearms, but again, just be aware that you're not rounding out that back. And relax. And you're going to take this the opposite way. So again, lower leg lined up with the edge of the mat. Leg extending straight out, extending up, hinging from the hip. Breathe into the stretch. For those more flexible, coming a little bit lower down, but again, trying not to round out that back. That's not good for me. I need to stay more upright and just hinge. Okay, relaxing out of that. Just coming back into a tabletop position. So this time
I'm going to take my knees as wide as I can, keeping the feet quite close together, extending the arms forwards, and then sitting back as far as I can just to open up the hips, open up the inner thighs. Open those adductors. Again, as you're holding this position, you feel you can push that a little bit further back or take those knees slightly wider just to increase that stretch. Okay, and relax, coming out of that stretch. Coming up onto one knee, placing the hands on the inside of that foot there, opening up the hip flexor, aiming to get that stretch right here. Just pushing the hip down, lifting up through the chest. Again, if you're a little bit more flexible than I am, you may be lower down, you may even come down onto your forearms. It's all good. But I want you to think about where you're meant to be feeling the stretch for each of these positions and focus on making sure you're feeling it there. I'm pushing my hips downwards, lifting my chest upwards. Change sides. Think about where you're meant to be feeling that stretch. Lengthening through the spine, pushing the hip towards the floor. Breathing into the stretch. Coming up onto one foot, keeping the other leg straight, and just again all on that inner thigh there, squatting right down. I'm also driving this knee outwards and keeping this heel planted on the floor, not coming up onto the toes. And then changing sides. Again, lengthening through the spine and pushing back into the hip. Pushing downwards. Lengthening through this leg. Okay, coming back to the center. Both legs straight this time, and again just driving the hips back and hanging down. And again, you can leave the hands in the center there. You can also place them either side, help to pull the self down a little bit lower. Okay, working those feet back in. And I'm going to drop down into a squat. Driving the knees out. Lifting up through the chest. And again, stacking that spine, lengthening up through the crown of the head. And again, it's okay to have a little bit of movement there. Find yourself a good position to hang out in, and then hold it still. And relax, coming down, and lie down on your back. Just put those feet sole to sole, extend those arms out either side, and again just rock either side. As I rock to the side, I'm pushing my hip outwards and I'm pulling my knee back. Just a little finisher. And then bringing those knees into the chest. Okay, and we are done. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any feedbacks, any comments for me, please by all means put them in the comments below. If there's any other videos that you'd like to see on any area of fitness, again, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos.